it started. If you wanna play a rule, we can get it rocking. I'm the baddest when I walk in, yeah. I'm a big dog, I don't do no barking, yeah.
Let's go.
I know watching me can be exhausting, yeah. Hush all that noise, you doing too much talking, yeah. My spirit on your ass and I'm watching, yeah.
Let's go. What's up?
Why you gotta lie? What you tryna hide? Why you can't come by? Why can't I just trust you? Taboo full of lies, the door will come to life. You gon' watch me rise, cause that's just how I got moves.
What's good, everybody? We waiting for everybody to get in here. So while we waiting for everybody to get in here, we're gonna listen to some tunes, okay? So we're gonna listen. Let's listen to tunes.
That's just
Tweet this out.
Ever since that night we spent, yeah, you said I had you bent, cause I had you on a trip, and what's the hell of it? So get gas in the limousine, killing niggas like a guillotine, and you know just what I mean, I don't mean it literally. Everything's smooth, let's get it started. If you wanna play a rule, we can get it rocking. I'm the baddest when I walk in, yeah. I'm a big dog, I don't do no barking, yeah.
How y'all doing, man? The live just started, so right now we just waiting for everybody to get in here. I'm tweeting it out. I'm letting everybody know we on live. You know, you go ahead and send this to your friends. Let them know that this one is about to be a good one. I'm going to give you the topic of the live right now, okay? So, the topic of this live is about what you have to do to successfully shift into this new version of you. So, this live is about what you have to do in order to shift to that next version of you, okay? And I've been thinking about this all day. I had a moment with myself. I was meditating on it. Like, I'm telling you, what I'm about to tell you guys today about it, you guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, I needed to hear this shit. You feel me? So y'all share this live with 3 people. I'm about to open up, the other apps and let people know, we on live and stuff like that. Hold on. Let everybody know we live. We live. Okay. All right. So now we finna go live on here. So listen, y'all. First thing that I want to tell y'all, anytime that you need to do a shift, it's going to require you to get outside of your comfort zone. Period. Like, period. Okay. All right. Here we go. And we are officially live now. We are officially live now. What's good, everybody? Today's live is going to be a good one because it came to me in a divine message earlier this morning, right when I woke up. So I already know this is going to be a divine message. Now, what we are talking about today is how to shift into that next version of you, how to shift successfully. Because a lot of times we can feel that next level coming. We can feel the air of something good is about to happen. Sometimes you could really feel it. You be like, something good is about to happen, right? And the thing about it is that when you start to feel that something good is about to happen, baby, it's almost too late to get prepared. Does that make sense? Everybody share this live with 3 friends. Does that make sense? Hold on, TikTok. I'm about to end the live and join the live again. So hold on. I'm about to do something real quick. Yeah, man. So what y'all got to understand is that, you can feel when something new is entering your life. You can feel when new shit's happening. You can feel when things are working in your favor, even when you're not in the room. Because when your name is spoken about or spoken on, you can feel it. When it's time for you to, like, you just feel it. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing, somebody said, when you mention me and I can join, I feel like it's a message I'm supposed to hear. See? So listen, the one thing that you got to understand is, number one, stop judging yourself or being afraid to embody the star power, your big pressure. Everybody comment big pressure. Everybody comment big pressure. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's really big pressure, but the problem is y'all be afraid to show up in your big pressure. Does that make sense? Like, babe, when you decide to be that star, that light, that big pressure, you have to be okay with people not liking you. And the biggest quote that's been happening in my head is, our biggest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our biggest fear is that we are powerful beyond measures. And what that means is that you're not afraid that you can't do it. You're afraid what happens when you do it so fucking good. You see, I keep telling you, joy is the most feared emotion. Y'all be afraid to feel the light on you. That's why people get stage fright. Some of y'all, it's time for you to get on stage, but you psyching yourself out because of stage fright. Every time I've been on a stage, I was scared at first, but by the time I was getting ready to end, I didn't want it to end. Why the fuck you keep being afraid to show up in your biggest light, dog? Like, the people, honestly, you should want to show up in your biggest light, because the people that end up showing up in your life and being haters, your big pressure, your big personality is going to remove them out, because those people are not going to be able to fake it or hide from their shadows when your light is shining right on them. Come on. Come on. Man, listen. I'm so grateful, and I just want to say thank you to my ancestors. I want to say thank you to Oludumare, to the Orishas. I want to say thank you to all the ancestors that have come before me. I want to say thank you to my father, all of the ancestors that come before me, because here's the thing, man. A lot of y'all don't know that you're walking in a room with a full team behind you. A lot of y'all don't know that when you walk in a room, people be afraid of your energy or intimidated with your energy, because it's not just you walking in there, bruh. You walking in there with an entourage of ancestors. You walking with an entourage of ancestors. And then you wonder why people get intimidated when you come in. People are going to be intimidated, my love, especially when you come in with this type of force, this type of energy, this type of power. Your blood clot power. So that's the thing. You got to start looking at the things that you thought was a weakness and realize how much of a strength they actually are. Look, Pete, all them shits that you thought was a weakness when you was a kid was really your strength. I remember when I was a kid, they was like, you got big lips, baby. Nowadays, somebody tell you got big lips, you already know it's a compliment. When I was young, they was like, you dark. Nowadays, people look at me and be like, oh my God, your skin is amazing. You see, you've been brought up to hate yourself. So the fact that you've learned to love the very things that they've been trying to get you to hate is where you find strength. Know thyself, love thyself. Because the more you know thyself, the more you start to become aware of what power you have. A lot of y'all, you haven't even spent time with yourself to really realize, hold on, you look in the mirror and be like, damn, I look kind of good. I never realized my skin was actually so perfect. So I never realized my teeth. Man, take some time to really show some love to yourself, bro. Spend some time with your family and allow them to reflect back to you, because sometimes y'all don't really be taking the time to look at yourself and peep what you've actually done. You be so much in comparison. Why the fuck are you comparing yourself to Michael B. Jordan? Why the fuck? Like, y'all be comparing yourselves to celebrities. Y'all be comparing yourselves to people who have so much more resources. And if they were at your level of resource, they probably wouldn't even look like, come on, bro. I'm trying to make you realize that what you are comparing yourself to is a facade. I've seen the people that look good on Instagram and seen them in person, and their skin is horrendous. The only thing that they probably got over you is an app. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. You over here comparing yourself to people, you coming up in your most natural form, and you comparing yourself to someone who done had 5 different people working on their face. That's the problem, man. If you gonna do this social media shit, you need to make sure that you spend time by yourself to really know what's real inside of you. Because outside, they're feeding you illusion. See, what y'all gotta understand is that this physical realm is an illusion. So if you're comparing yourself to something that's not spiritual, that's not yourself, your own inside your own self, then you're comparing yourself to something that's fake. If you're comparing yourself to something that's out in the physical, you're comparing yourself to a dream, a fallacy, an illusion, a TV show. You over here, the only time you should be looking at other people is so you can take pieces from them to build you up. That's the whole point of, getting a mentor that you watch and that you study, so you can take things from them. You don't want to try to be them. You want to try to be better than them by learning from them, allowing them to be your teacher. Learn how to use people as libraries. So yeah, you can be inspired by people. You can be inspired by people, but understand that if you're inspired by something, look at what the word inspired starts with I. You're inspired by that person because they replicate something within you that you may not be expressing all the way. Did you hear that? That was deep. I'm not going to repeat it. That was deep. I'm not going to repeat it. Huh. And you know something else I realized? We be trying too fucking hard. We be trying too fucking hard, y'all. Like, I don't know why we feel like if we're not struggling for it, it's not worth it. Like, that's the thing, dog. I don't want to struggle for nan shit. I don't want to struggle for nan shit. I want it to be effortless, flawless, graceful. Because I feel like true receiving and true receiving, like a feminine energy, is graceful. To truly receive is to be graceful and to know that you deserve to receive. Some of y'all working too hard. And another thing too is because you so used to working so hard, when you get it effortlessly, you don't like it. A lot of y'all are too busy working so hard that when you get it effortlessly, you don't like it. So you would prefer to struggle, to hit your head, to hit your feet, to hit your toes, to fight up against resistance than to let it come to you in flow. I don't know about you, but I like when money just get in my bank account and I just wake up. I don't want to have to do much. I want to do as least as possible. That is effortless. That is effortless, And one thing about it, I'm going to do what I got to do mentally to make sure that whatever I want can come to me physically, because that's the thing. A lot of y'all working so hard because you think that you got to work physically, when in reality, you just got to work mentally and spiritually, which means you got to know what you want. You got to know what it feels like. You got to know what it looks like. Once you know what it feels like, know what it looks like, once you claim that this is now the path that you're going to take, the journey is going to unfold. You just got to follow the path. Come on. It's too easy, but you want to make it hard because you feel like things in life have to be hard. That is another misconception and limitation that they've told you, that things in life have to be hard. No, actually, the most beautiful things in life seem to be easy. Just like the most valuable things have no price. Damn. I felt like the back of my eyes, like I felt the emotion in the back of my eyes with that one. That's the thing. If the most valuable things in life don't have a price, why you keep trying to put a price on yourself? Somebody says, is that a chakra bell? Yeah, can you tell? Can you tell? When I hit this bell, let me tell y'all something, right? When I hit this bell, it is your it's your crown chakra. And when I hit the bell, it basically allows the message to get accepted within your crown. So your head, you know? So yeah. That's it right there. That's it right there. That's it right there. Hit the spot. I be y'all. I feel like I be getting like when I listen to something. Check me out. When I listen to something that really opens my brain, I feel like I be getting like a mental orgasm. Like any of y'all ever felt yourselves get mind fucked or feel like your brain like almost orgasm? Like have y'all ever felt that? That is what I love to do to y'all. That's what I love to do to y'all. I love to give you information that makes your brain go, oh. That shit make my hair stand. Damn. That's facts though, man. So here's another thing that I was thinking about today, right? The main thing that I was thinking about today was just there are so many people afraid to be the star that they know they are. You're too busy trying to be in the crowd and clap for everybody else when you're meant to be on the stage. You're allowing yourself to be inspired and influenced. Well, yeah, you want to be inspired, but a lot of y'all are taking the role of being influenced instead of being the influencer. A lot of y'all, you're not creative because you're too busy consuming. You're not creative because you're too busy consuming. At least consume something that's going to feed you. You know? Consume something that's going to feed you. Come on. Somebody said, come on, sis. I'm saying. Y'all share this live with 3 people, man. And for some reason, I just feel like, let me tell you something. You can't always trust what you see. You cannot always trust what you see because the person that looks more successful sometimes could be in the deepest hole ever. And then the person who looks like they not as successful can be at some of the toppest ladders that you can think of. You know, like, for example, I've noticed that when I look at my phones and my stuff like that, like, people can look at it and be like, oh, the number's not really like that. But then I be like, man, fuck them numbers. Do you understand how much my videos and my voice has been heard? Fuck them numbers. The numbers will never be able to truly express the impact and the influence. So some of y'all are looking at your bank account to reflect back how much you're worth. And that's the fucked up part because you're supposed to be telling the bank account. You're supposed to be setting the standard energetically what you're worth. But you're waiting for the physical to tell you so you can believe it. I know I'm famous. I know I'm a big personality, a big person. I know I'm a big influence, a big mogul, a big idol, a big icon. I don't need nan numbers. I don't need nan followers to tell me. Because if I was in a country that hadn't dealt with let's not even say country. Let's say if there was no internet, I would still be influential. So that's why I say y'all over here comparing yourself to shit that don't even matter. If there was no bank accounts and it was just gold, bitch, I would still have gold. Come on. So a lot of y'all got to think beyond this time because a lot of y'all are manifesting it in a form of money, but the thing about it is that what if we are on multiple timelines at once, right? And we're manifesting something like money. But what if in certain the spiritual, like, what if the spiritual don't know what the fuck money is? What if the spiritual that you're manifesting to don't know what the fuck $50,000? Think about it. In another country, it's not even dollars. So think about the way that you're wording the things that you want. But if it was Roman times, it was Egyptian times, and if I just say I want to be wealthy, then that's fair. I want to be wealthy. Not I want $100,000. I want to be wealthy. Because the thing about it is that you can limit yourself so much by putting, I want $100,000. No. Say I want to be wealthy because you may get 300. You may get 300. You know what I'm saying? Who you telling? Who you telling? One thing about it, I'm going to make sure, man. Also, y'all, I just opened up my enrollment for my class, The Seduction of Money. It's $220.28. If you want to join, you can go ahead and DM me. The Seduction of Money is all about how money, the only way to get money is through seduction. I've noticed that. And I've connected seduction and money to a woman. And one thing that I've noticed is that you don't get money by chasing. They always say chase the bag. But anything you chase, it does what? Run away. Anything you chase, it does what? Run away. So if you want to join my Seduction of Money, you can go ahead and DM me. The Seduction of Money, $220.28. Listen, man, let me tell you something. You can't be fucking afraid to be who you are. The moment that you lean into who you are, the moment that you lean into what makes you unique, you will start to find that other things that resonate with you will lean into you. The fact that you don't got your real friends right now is because you haven't been your real self. How the fuck do you expect to find your real friends if you ain't even putting your real self out there? Let me tell you something. A lot of y'all are afraid of people telling you, oh, you're weird or you're annoying or you're this. Bitch, if you don't be yourself, let me tell you something. Whoever think that you're annoying, just not for you. Because guess what? That one person may think you're annoying, but this one person may think you're fucking hilarious. You got to remember, man, you got to shop everywhere. Don't just go to the pawn shop and ask for a price. Go to the luxury stores and ask for a price. A lot of y'all are your fucking boundaries and your standards are low. Y'all got to expect more. But the thing about it is that you don't expect more because you don't do more. Ooh. You're willing to settle. Check it out, right? Somebody who don't know how to get money will settle for a certain amount because they feel like that's all they ever gonna get. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but you need to stop settling because every time you settle, you're subconsciously telling yourself that that's all you're ever going to get. And that's all you ever deserve. But if you teach yourself not to settle, you will always get what you ask for, especially when you're doing the work. Especially when you're doing the work. Especially when you're doing the work, guys. Like, you can't cut corners. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is that you can make the work easier by working smarter, not harder. Hire people instead of trying to do everything by yourself. Hire people instead of trying to do everything by yourself. Maybe if you got help, it would be much more fun for you to do. Maybe if you got help, it'd be much more fun for you to do. See, a lot of y'all want to be stubborn. When people tell you something that you know is right, you don't want to hear because it's somebody telling you what to do. But my thing is that if you never want to be told what to do, then how can you ever learn from somebody else? And we all know that the way to get knowledge is to learn from somebody else. So if you're not allowing people to teach you, if you're not allowing people to guide you, you're taking your own power away because knowledge is power. And if you're not receiving the knowledge, you're only cutting off your own power. You want to have discernment and know who you should and who you shouldn't listen to, of course. But you got to understand that, number one, you got to first try the information out. You got to stop being afraid to make mistakes, bro. Let me tell you something. Success cannot happen without mistakes. There is no such thing as success without mistakes. There is no such thing as success without failures. You cannot experience success without failures. Hell, you cannot experience success until you experience failures. Do you hear me? You cannot experience success until you experience failures. Failures is what prepare you. You gotta meet failure before you meet success. Just like how you gotta meet good before you meet great. You gotta be good first before you ever be great. Right? But that takes patience. that takes patience. And a lot of people don't got that. A lot of people aren't willing to stick something out. A lot of you when something start looking like it's not working, you ready to jump ship, and it's like, sweetheart, you know that's a part of the process. Shit not working out. You know that, right? You know that that's where change comes from. You know that that's where innovation comes from. That when your music gets better, is because maybe you heard a song that didn't sound good. He's like, let me try this. Like criticism, learn how to take constructive criticism. You see, and that's the thing. If you play sports, then you know what I'm talking about. When I was playing sports, my coach would literally be like yelling in my ear, fucking sweating, like, and I'm like, I know you don't hate me. I know you don't hate me. I know you fucking love me. So I'm not even for to worry about how you say. In the words of what's that nigga name? What's the Franklin on Snowfall? Cause you don't like the way another nigga talk. Like, don't allow yourself to get disrespected, but know when someone's trying to teach you something out of passion, and know when someone's trying to down you. You got to be able to know. That's what magnetism talks about. Understanding the different ways of communication. Understanding the different ways of communication. You feel me? Who in this live gonna join the seduction of money, child? Cause I'm excited for it. Next year is 2024, and it's an 8-year. So the class officially starts in January, but enrollment is open now, and it will be closed soon. You feel me? Cause you don't like the way another nigga talk. I'm taking birthdays now, so if you want to start commenting birthdays on the YouTube, the super chat. If you want to go ahead, put your birthday in the super chat, I'll do it now. You feel me? How many spots you got available? You say how many? It's not a number, it's just a time frame. It's not a number, it's a time frame. Somebody said, I got a question. Yeah, man. The seduction of money. So what the seduction of money talks about is understanding, number one, that you got to learn how money talks. Because money talks. Money talks, wealth whispers. And a lot of things is that if you don't hear that whisper, you won't catch the wealth. Period. And a lot of people want to talk shit. A lot of people want to say this and this and that. But like, let me tell you something. I'm 23 and I'm doing very well for myself. Very well for myself. And my father was an entrepreneur. So I learned that my father was a 33 life path, came from Jamaica. If y'all know immigrants, y'all know immigrants. When immigrants come over here, they work. And I learned a lot from my father on how to run a business, how to, how to get to the back, how to have that fire in you. And the thing about it is a lot of y'all are lacking fire. A lot of y'all are lacking passion. A lot of y'all are lacking the ability to get up off a pure drive. Where is your drive? You can't do it without drive. You got to know what you want and go after that shit relentlessly. You feel me? Like there's a moment to go hard and then there's a moment to rest. Just like reaping and sowing, there's a moment to sow the seed and there's a moment to reap it. And when it's time to sow the seed, you need to do it well and try to sow as many as you possibly can. Somebody said, now I see where the fire come from. He said, I see where the fire come from. Yeah, I'm Jamaican. Listen, guys, if you want me to tell you something about your birthday, like when your next good year is, when your enemy year was, you got to donate something, baby. Sorries. Come on now. You feel me? Donate something here on the super chat and put your birthday in it, and I'll tell you something about your birthday. But yeah, man, that's one thing I realized. Like, being an athlete really taught me how to keep going and how to keep. Somebody said, where we donate? Cash App. Or you can join my YouTube. What is your opinion on law of attraction? It's so fucking real. If you don't know already, I'm going to teach you, man. It's so real. Law of attraction is real as fuck, man. That's what's changed my life. That's why I keep talking about it. Do y'all realize there's not one live that I don't talk about that? Like, because that is the epitome of creation. The epitome of creation is thinking a thought, vibrating at the frequency of it, being it until you receive it. Because you've always been it and the creation has always been there. You feel me? Let me go ahead and pull up the seduction of money for my people. Yeah, man. And let me tell you something. Never be afraid to charge your price. Never be afraid to charge your price, and never let a price intimidate you. I hope y'all heard that. Damn. Never let a price intimidate you. Never let a price intimidate you. If you're allowing a price to intimidate you, you're making it seem as if you'll never have it, and you never did, and you never will. 5/20/2000. Relationships kind of struggle for you. 2018 was a hard year for you, but next year will be a really good year for you. And be careful who you spend time with, because who you spend time with affects you a lot. Sticks, have you watched The Secret? Of course. Who hasn't, right? Who hasn't? If you're into manifestation and you haven't watched The Secret, like, that's like the basics, you know? Like, that's like the beginning, you know? If you ain't do that yet, excuse me. If you haven't done that yet, you're tripping. That's the basics. That's where you start. You feel me? So, yeah, man, let me tell you about the seduction of money real quick. Let me tell you what this class is about, okay? So, the seduction of money. Hold on, let me get the... The seduction of money will teach you the psychological alchemy of wealth, right? Hold on, let me... Nope, you can't even see it there. Don't even worry about it. The psychological alchemy of wealth, right? So it's going to help you reprogram your beliefs. It's going to help you dissolve limiting belief. It's also going to help you cultivate a magnetic mindset for wealth, right? I'm also going to give you rituals for wealth seduction. Oh, we got a donator. Oh, somebody just joined the member. That's what I'm talking about, right? So also immerse yourself in ancient rituals designed to transmute energy and align you with vibrational frequencies of prosperity. Like, one thing that I've noticed is that when Africans or people from Nigeria are manifesting money, right, they put it to their ori, they put it to their head, right? We'll get deeper into that on there. We also talk about how to use your numbers to get the most money. See, some numbers have to do it a certain way, all right? The art of persuasion and power dynamics. Master the subtle art of persuasion and understand the dynamics of power to influence your financial reality. Uncover the secrets of negotiation, influence, and strategic positioning to navigate the intricate web of wealth creation. Period, man. Like, I'm excited for it because I know there's a lot of people that don't really know how to carry themselves or how to emanate that energy of wealth because, number one, your mind is getting in the way. A lot of y'all, when it's time for you to invest in yourself, you go into a lack mentality and you become fearful of money, or you become fearful of a price as if that shit ain't gonna come back. See, another thing that I'll teach you is the power of that infinity symbol. If you look at that number 8, what goes around comes around. In order for that money to flow and to become thicker, you have to let it go like a seed. Take that seed. Don't be afraid of that seed. Plant that seed and allow it to give you more seeds. And then do it again and do it again and do it again. Do you not see the connection between planting a seed and money making? Because it's all connected. And guess what? Planting a seed is connected to what? Mother Earth. Look at how mother, M-O, starts with just like money, M-O. And I just told you money is a what? Woman. This is the type of shit. Listen, man. I'm not gonna listen, man. I ain't even get deep in that motherfucker. So that's an explanation right there. The seduction of money. And the reason why is 2208 is because 22 is building and 28 is wealth. So we're going to build your wealth. All right. And building your wealth is based off of your mindset. Real talk. So one thing that I've noticed that most millionaires invest in the most is mental stimulation, a personal development. That's what they call it. They call it personal development. They're always looking to invest in personal development, whether it's a Tony Robbins event or whether it's Joe Dispenza or whether it's Abraham Hicks or whoever it is. They are not afraid to spend money on educational things because guess what? Knowledge is power. If all I got to do is learn the shit to gain the power, I'm going to do that. And that's how they think. If all I got to do is pay to get ahead, I'm going to do that. Because guess what? If I can just pay, I can just pay. I don't have to have no requirements. I could just pay. Y'all got to understand that you use the spiritual to manifest the material, and then you use the material as a tool to finish off what you was creating within your mental. You feel me? So yeah, man. If you're ready to join the seduction of money, go ahead and DM me on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, man. Do you believe in tarot cards and how they work? Every divination works their own way. You feel me? You got the keys to life, seriously. Thank you. You feel me? But listen, y'all, I ain't come on here to be too long. You feel me? But I just want to say thank y'all for being on here. My people on, bro, I just said I'm going to use it as, you have to use it as a tool. You have to use it as a tool. You got to, man. So I love you guys, man. Oh, check Cash App. I donate. What's your birthday? Nicole, 10/27/99. Oh, this was a good year for you. And guess what? It's really about to be really good for you for the next 4 months. So make sure you go hard. If you want to do something, do it now. Okay. Another thing too is be careful with your aggression. Sometimes you could be a bit too aggressive. Okay. You could be a little bit too aggressive. You feel me? So just be careful with that. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all DM me to join the seduction of money, man. Make sure y'all DM me to join the seduction of money. Check Cash App. Yeah, I had just said it. Yeah. So, all right, man. I love you guys. I got a wedding to go to. So,